I'm here to talk about why Professor Akali has been having a lot of trouble recently with drama and also been struggling a lot with the idea of playing League of Legends as his job. Okay, and where I would say the hate of Professor Akali began is probably years ago. This is 4 years ago, this Reddit post I'm looking at, and it says, "What happened to Professor Akali?" I remember the days where he used to make informative content. Now it's just his clickbait and unoriginal videos. And yeah, he's not worth watching, is what they're all saying. And people are saying the money got a hold of him. And so if you look at his videos, this is kind of true. He has not been getting as many views as he used to. And some of his videos are pretty damn clickbait. This is just true. And so I guess he does deserve a little bit of hate for this. His content's not always as good as it could be. And he clearly doesn't put as much work into his content as he once has or as some other people do. But he does put some work into it, and he does make some effort. And one of the main reasons I think he doesn't put too much effort into this necessarily is he really does not like playing League of Legends. And recently he made a video on quitting League of Legends, and he pretty much just doesn't like League of Legends. He's been getting a lot of hate for it. And I know years ago, he wanted to switch to like IRL stuff or try to do more IRL stuff. I don't think that worked out because he's not been uploading it recently. But clearly, League of Legends has been taking a mental toll on him, as it does a lot of people, and I can't really blame him for that. But yeah, I don't know what the future will hold for him. He says League of Legends may not be like the future for him, and I think that's why a lot of his stuff got more clickbait, is because he just does not like League of Legends as much as he used to. But aside from the clickbait stuff, which is not that big of a deal, he has also been getting a lot of hate from people, mainly LS, about these contracts he makes to help, I guess, smaller content creators get bigger. And I think he takes, obviously, a portion of the revenue because he helps them a lot, gets them in contact with editors, etc. And some of the examples are like Fogged, Swag, Chase Shaco, Doanal, Charisma. They're very big people some of the time. Sometimes it's kind of a hit or miss. This is a video he made about my response to allegations of LS pretty much saying that he scams people and hates on them. And it does seem like his intentions with this are not to necessarily hurt them or to lock them into contract prison. And all the times people do actually break off the contract mutually, and he's not like sue them or anything like that. So I do think it is unfair and unwarranted, some of the hate he's got around this contract issue. But you do always have to consider there are two sides to an issue, and it is pretty difficult when you acknowledge that the people that he's dealing with are not people with a lot of money or clout some of the time, and so he could be taking advantage of them in some ways they may not even realize. I'm not saying that he necessarily does, but if you're trying to help someone out or take some of their revenue when they're already making like nothing, it can be pretty difficult, and it may mean like they don't get to pay rent or that they go hungry. And this is something that can be difficult to realize, but it is something that can be the case. And yeah, as it stands, Professor Akali's YouTube channel is not getting as many views as it used to, and I think it's because of the clickbait, and it's been happening like this for a while. He'll get occasional videos to pop off, but most of them are getting a lot lower than he used to for someone with over 1 million subscribers and hundreds of millions of views on his channel. And this is because of his clickbait. Like, there are Reddit posts like this, like, how do you guys feel about Professor Akali and r/Akali mains? And most people say not cool, or select this one that's a joke about his clickbait titles. So as it stands, Professor Akali, to me, is a clickbait YouTuber, but he's not necessarily a bad person or a scammer, and it really seems like he doesn't enjoy playing League of Legends. So my advice to him would be not to play League of Legends and just move to whatever you want to do. Maybe also stop with the clickbait. I don't know. That's your choice, but I mean, I hope he can get away from the harassment, though, in some ways.